You crack out of your leathery egg into the blazing Cretaceous sun, a puny Spinosaurus, barely 2 feet long, in North Africa's sweltering Kim deltas, 100 million years ago. Your mom's gone, and your 20 siblings scatter like it's a Dino Black Friday sale. And you? You're Sobuk the Spinosaurus. Here's the bad news. Everyone thinks you look delicious. Crocodile cousins, the Harryosaurus, even your own brothers and sisters might try a little survival of the hungriest. As you stumble along the riverbank, he was a great sibling. The river's your only shot, pulling you like a kid to a pool party. Cool, right? Wrong. It's a death trap. Giant Onchopristis sawfish, 20 feet of toothy terror, and lungfish that could gulp you whole lurk below. On land, Harryosaurus. In water, crocs. You're basically a snack with no safe zone. Your instinct scroll buzzes, hide or die. So you stay in the water and keep hiding. You hug the reed, you stay invisible. You hope something else looks tastier. Your snout's vibration pits sense a fish, but your wimpy claws fumble the snap.
Nice try, champ.
You try again. Finally, success. It's not much, but it's a start. If you can manage to keep it. Months roll by, and you're a 8-foot Spinosaurus teen, less soggy nugget, more dino dressed as a croc for Halloween, sail flapping like a cheap billboard. The good news? Smaller predators don't bother you anymore. The bad news? Bigger ones just added you to their grocery list. On land, you're clumsy. Your stubby legs wobble at 10 miles per hour on land. Yep, you're a drunk giraffe. Carcharodontosaurus, the real land heavyweight around here, could run circles around you, then eat you for dessert. So you stick to your element, the shallows of North Africa's rivers. You spend your days lurking by the water's edge, lunging for a bewicious lungfish. You lunge for Mawsonia coelacanth, thinking you're hot stuff. Real smooth, river champ. Next, you try a turtle, those conical teeth, like fish-grabbing tongs, jam on its shell. Okay, maybe not that one. But every once in a while, you actually win. You snag your first decent meal, a struggling fish, clamped in your jaws. Okay, half a meal. Progress. Spino cousins ram you for scraps, bruising ribs and dreams. Dense bones sink you in deep water, cramping legs like a bad gym day. Droughts dry your fishing holes, tossing you to land's toothy bullies. Grow fast, kid. You're still on the menu. Fast forward a few years, you've leveled up, about 40 feet long, 15,000 pounds of muscle, with jaws built like crocodile bear traps. No more tiny fish for you. You've graduated to bigger prey, and by bigger, we're talking 15-foot Mawsonia, car-sized sawfish like Onchopristis, and even an Uranosaurus foolish enough to sip at the river's edge. You're unstoppable. Nothing swims faster. Nothing hits harder. Nothing. Wait. Hold up. Your sail's looking goofy. Science's latest outfit redesign. The worst part of being a Spinosaurus? Every year, scientists drop a new paper, rewriting how you swam, walked, or looked, changing your style faster than a teenager before prom. Dense bones, according to 2022 studies, mean you can dive 30 feet. At this point, you're more of a fashion trend. Better flip through the news once in a while to stay aware. Or you'll find out you've been walking wrong for 97 million years. But hey, regardless of the outfit, in the rivers of Cretaceous Africa, you're top dog. Your long snout snaps up massive fish like Axelrodichthes and the armor-plated lepidotes. Your tail works like a paddle, giving you surprising power underwater. And that sail? Perfect for showing off to rivals, even if it makes you stand out like a floating neon sign.
Show off.
On land, though, you're slower than the other big predator, clumsy and awkward. You snag yourself a meal for dinner, but Carcharodontosaurus punks steal it. Sarcosuchus mobs turn water hunts into bar fights. Keep hustling, you're king for now, but every rival out here wants your crown. Tough gig, hotshot, and it only gets tougher. You do your best to keep up. Every year it's a new look, long legs, short legs, tail paddle, no paddle. And just when you think you've nailed the latest style. Great. Just great. You're 25, a full-grown Spinosaurus stud, a hulking 46 feet long, longer than a stretch limo, all 30,000 pounds of you. Science still bickers, heron or croc. Time to claim a territory, your throne. And time to find a mate, before someone else grabs her. You strut through rivers, flashing your sail, eyeing every bend and sandbar. Part bouncer, part HOA prez, smug as heck. Rivals don't care. Adulthood might wander in, looking for food, or worse, looking to show off. And when two 15-ton reptiles argue, better grab some popcorn. The female pauses in the reeds, eyes narrowing like she's scrolling your highlight reel. You thrashing rivals, snapping sawfish, chasing Deltadromeus off your turf. Eventually, though, you do find a mate. About time to pass on those questionable genes. Courtship is less flowers and romance, more like a slow, heavy dance. Coils, growls, and sail flashing, a prehistoric fashion show. The deed is done, the eggs are fertilized, and in a few months, your offspring will hatch into this brutal world. Do you stick around to raise them? Nope. Most of those babies won't last a week. Sarcosuchus, Spinosaurus, even their own siblings, the odds are brutal. Time isn't kind, even to river kings. You're still massive, still terrifying, but you're not what you used to be. Your teeth? Worn down from decades of crunching fish. Your muscles? Slower to coil, slower to strike. That tail that once cut through the water like a torpedo? Now it's more like paddling with a soggy broom, and the rivals notice. Younger, hungrier Spinos move in, flashing their sails like shiny new billboards. Carcharodontosaurus? Still prowling the land, waiting for you to slip up. Even Sarcosuchus sees opportunity now, and nothing hurts quite like losing your lunch and your dignity to a giant crocodile. You trudge back to the river, tail drooping, knowing it's no picnic with rivals eyeing your turf. Yeah, that used to work. Water runs low, prey thins out, and hunger gnaws at your belly. Desperate, you push further out of your swampy comfort zone, and that's when you see him. The clash is instant. Your jaws lock, his claws rake, and tails whip through the dust. You drag him toward the river, trying to get home field advantage. He digs in, roaring, snapping inches from your throat. Finally, with a desperate lunge, you slam him into the shallows. Water sprays. He thrashes, snaps, then stumbles away, deciding this fight isn't worth it. You've won. Barely. But victory has a cost. You're bleeding, exhausted, and slower than you used to be. You've survived for decades, but time catches up with even giants. Your hunts get harder. Fish slip past you. Rivals push closer to your territory. Even the crocodiles you used to bully now snap at your tail. You're still the river king, but only in name. One day, you lunge at a young Ouranosaurus grazing too close. For a moment, you feel the old strength return, muscles coiled, jaws snapping. But the Ouranosaurus dodges, and your body just doesn't keep up. You stumble back into the water, exhausted, defeated. And that's how it goes. You grow slower, hungrier, weaker, until finally, the river you once ruled reclaims you. No epic showdown, no glorious last hunt, just silence, water, and time. Want more prehistoric drama? Click here. The next dino disaster's waiting, or will be soon.